Hello YouTube, I'm David Boucher and welcome to day 29 of my 6-month Life Transformation Chronicle. I hope you've had a great start to the week. It's beautiful here in Houston, so hopefully it's the same for you. And you're off on the right foot, and as usual, you're keeping up with the steps towards your goals for 2018. So I want to cover two sets of things today. First is just kind of what I'm up to, and second is kind of a takeaway topic that I've thought about more in the past couple days because I saw a prompt come up. But so I'll just jump into how I'm doing. So the pro bono project is wrapping up, which is great because it looks like I have a start date for this first client project. So I don't know if it's going to be either Wednesday or Thursday, but it looks like it's going to be one of those 2 days. I've got a call in 30 minutes to confirm and get those details ironed out, but the paperwork is coming through, so 99% sure this is going through, and it's man, it's fantastic. It's my first client. I took a big leap 7 weeks ago. I think it's just about 7 weeks ago. But here I am. It's crazy. Like, I was so scared to do it, and now it looks like because I kept good relations with all the people I've met so far, and I've tried to do my best work, it's given me an opportunity to get my first contracting job, which is just, it's awesome, and it should be steady work. I'm comfortable with what I'm being asked to do, so I really feel good that I can go in there, make a great impression, and hopefully, create a lot of value for them. So it's awesome. I'm really excited, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. It is gonna feel strange going into an office. So this is actually an office position, and it's gonna feel a little strange. I've spent the last 7 weeks in jeans and t-shirts, so it's gonna be a little weird, but I'm ready. I've got a whole new outlook on this thing, and it's going to be awesome. I'm sure of it. Second thing is, more general than that. Obviously, I'm going to look to do it, but it's about, going back to this talk I gave a couple videos back, probably 2 weeks ago now, on selling. So it's not about selling. It's about being a solver of problems. And so what's prompted me to think about this again? Well, I saw a post on Facebook, a targeted ad from a web designer who said, well, I started off selling $300 websites, and now I position myself as a solver of problems rather than a seller of things. And even though I guess I've always thought about that, just the way it was put was just so concise and clear. And it was a great reminder, especially as I'm going into a client situation, that's what I want to do. And the reason for that is twofold. The first is that, as I mentioned in that video on sales, is that no one wants to be sold to, they want to buy, right? No one wants to feel like they're having something pushed onto them. And the second is that if you position yourself as a solver of problems, your avenues just grow so much more. So in my case, I position myself as, a provider of data analytics and business insights. And that's great. I mean, I'd love to do big data, I'd love to program in Python, I'd love to do all those things, but the fact of the matter is that I enjoy other things, and even if I don't necessarily enjoy other things as much as I do programming, I'm still good at them, and so they could still provide an avenue for income, right? And so rather than just tell potential clients or people I meet, well, I do data. If someone asks you, what do you do? And you say, well, I do data. It's like, okay, that's great. But if you turn it around and say, well, before I answer that, what's going on with you? What are the big problems you're facing at work? How's that going? What have you tried? Oh, I understand that, you've tried to look at these numbers a certain way, but things aren't coming out right. How about you let me have a chance to take a look, if that's okay with you, and put a second pair of eyeballs on it, right? At that point, you're sort of implicitly leading someone down the line with you, and then it gets to a point where it's just sort of obvious that there's something to go on there. And that comes from looking for problems to solve rather than finding people to sell to, right? One is extremely broad, the other one's extremely narrow, and I'd rather be on the former there. So, again, something I've thought about a lot, but just seeing that this weekend as a prompt was just a really helpful reminder of what I'm going to do at the client side, which is obviously first, provide my services, but at the same time, do so in a way that solves their problems in the most effective way possible and creates value for them even after I'm gone. If I could create a tool or create something that would leave a mark after I leave, I think that would be fantastic. So as you can tell, things are going well. I'll provide another update tomorrow. Hopefully I'll know a bit more. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and the beginning of your week, and I'll talk to you tomorrow on day 30. So good luck with your steps until then, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.